Aries, hi, this is Marthe with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi Aries, how are you? I hope everyone is safe and well. All right, thank you so much for all your donations, for your likes, shares, subscriptions, and your wonderful comments. If you would like to win the free reading of December, please just put your favorite music down in the comments, either via a link or just via description. It's totally up to you. You already followed up on that in previous videos. I really dig that because it's awesome. It's a universal language and it's amazing to share, because that's when people really come together. Like, music is amazing. Yes. All right, so let's do that, and we'll pick from those. Yeah, that's it. Let's hop into your reading, my friends. What do we have for Aries? That one as well. Yeah, thank you. This is a general. Ooh, I love that. The 10 of Cups. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, Aries. Please only take what resonates with you and leave. There's a whole lot of cards, the rest behind, because that means we're not done. And that means it's for somebody else, right? It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message, what's going on, reaches you, it's yours at that time. Holy moly, we're going to have to do some sorting here. That's enough. My God. So go with your gut, please, on, holy moly, that's a lot. On what you feel about the messages, about the title, right? Don't go so much via sign, but go with your intuition and allow that to follow you through whatever you need to hear message-wise on this channel. All right, Aries, that already tells me a lot, of course, because we have a bunch of cards out, which I feel are a time span. Like, this is happening or has happened over a period of time, and it is kind of like there needs to be more organization. There needs to be some sifting and sorting that needs to happen. Of course, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. 2 guardian angel cards are out already. One I'll read here, the other one I'll read over on Vimeo and or Patreon. And I'm not so much getting anxiety or anything with that at all, because you would think that if you have a mess like that, that you would want to organize it like as fast as possible. But right now it's like Aries seems to be cool with that, because there is a certain trust in spirit that spirit will come in and help you. And indeed, that's kind of like the energy I'm feeling here too. Spirit is exactly going to let you know when you need what. And as I'm going through the cards right now, they're going to start to come together, because I don't know which is what, and I'm completely trusting in spirit to guide me here, which card goes where. This is entirely intuitive, and I have no clue how they're going to come together, but I intuitively know that it's going to be okay. Did you see that? It was so fast, and it's not, I know that this can't be the order they came out, but it doesn't matter. That's not what this one is about at all. So we have an image, if you would like to have, and this looks fairly cool here. I have one card missing here in one row, however. If you would like to have a look at the pictures, go over to Instagram at Universal Power Tarot. You'll find the link down in the comments section as well if you would like to check out the pictures to your reading, this one as well as the extended. Let's hop in. Your first card is Believe. They want me to read the Guardian Angel card, and it reads, be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There's nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Yes, Aries, wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. And that ties directly into your very first card. You have the Empress, which is a major arcana here. It also denotes to a leadership position that could be either in family, you know, matriarch, could be, if you're a guy, that's fine as well. That's like your divine feminine, your internal divine feminine. But there's a lot of abundance that is here for you, right? Like swimming in abundance, basically. And I'm getting a lot of, with this, a lot of primordial soup here, actually, which means that there are so many possibilities and opportunities, much like the belief card said, around you. You just need to, it's like grabbing inside the vortex or whatever you want to believe in, right? The energy field, and just grabbing it out. It's much like picking apples. You just go ahead and pick your apple. Which one would you like? Because there's this wide variety of stuff all around you, of energy all around you, and it's really up to you what you're manifesting, what you're bringing in. And the Empress is the one where it actually is coming in, where she sits in it. She just grabs it, like the High Priestess is, along with a magician, like manifesting everything, and she's the one that brings it down to earth, into the material world. And this is clearly you here. And we have next the Fool card, which is another major arcana, and it describes your journey. Like I said, this is something that unfolded over a period of time, not just something over the past week or year. I believe this is longer, like the whole story here, because that's what it feels like. It feels like a story that is unfolding, that is making much more sense to you now than it may have ever made before in your life. And that's that. Something burned you in the past, and that sets you off on that journey. Maybe it started out as the feeling of, I just want to be better. And then you stumbled upon the spiritual path, or God, or whoever you believed in. The forces, the universal forces, made themselves known to you. And hence, ever since then, you've been on that path, whether you like it or not, kind of a thing, right? And there may have been patches where you didn't like it so much, and then coming back to faith and trust again, much like we started out, right? Really confusing, but Aries didn't stress about it. You didn't stress about it because you knew Spirit was going to show up and bring it to order really quickly, and that you just had to trust your intuition, much like the very first card said, right? And that's what you've been doing ever since, like following your intuition. Following your intuition. And the next card is the Ten of Swords, which is the end of struggle. The end of struggle, and that's what that is. So again, I'm getting the feeling here like a huge journey is coming to an end. One that may have, like I said, may have not been comfortable at times at all for you, and may have caused for you to, like, felt burdened about it with all the challenges. We're jumping now. We're going all the way down, all the way down your cards. But like I said, it doesn't really matter so much which one was drawn first, because Spirit is going to let me know when to pick what. So the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So indeed, there have been struggles. There have been challenges where you thought, oh my God, how am I going to make that through, right, Aries? But somehow you always managed. You somehow always pulled through, right? And I'm really jumping. You can have a look on Instagram to have a look for yourself how I'm jumping here. The Four of Swords, that's exactly that. You tapping into your higher wisdom and really getting in tune with your higher self and getting that knowledge down to earth, right? And hence becoming so incredibly abundant. Because you're really tapping into that knowledge and that peace and that love that exists up there, but that you can also very much incorporate into your now life. Because to me, that's what the spiritual path is all about. It's all well and good to read about it, right? Or to have the experiences up there. But how do you bring it down into your now life, into your human experience? How do you bring that down? And I just recently saw like a quick video clip by Eckhart Tolle where he was talking about the spiritual path is not about how well you can sit in meditation, right? It's how well you're able to incorporate the spirituality into your day-to-day life. Like, how much does it show up? How much are you at peace in your day-to-day life? How much are you able to bring that in? And that to me is something that resonates very strongly, because I struggled with that for a while, where I really felt, how am I going to bring that in? I don't feel like up to that, like what I'm speaking about here. And this was quite recently, and I really struggled. I had a hard time with that, where I was like, how am I going to teach or tell people something when I'm not able to incorporate it? And I struggled with that a lot, because To me, it's all about practice what you preach, please, right? So that was a huge issue. And then I was really thinking about how can I incorporate that? How can I make my life better so it suits to what I believe, actually? What do I really want? And there's this huge message for you. What do you really want, Aries? Like, how do you want to bring that down into your life? And to a lot of you that it's really coming down to the 10 of Pentacles, right? Emotional fulfillment. What makes you happy really right now, Aries, right? And again, tapping into that higher wisdom. And it may not be what may have brought you emotional fulfillment 10 years ago, right? Because you've grown so much on that journey. So much on that journey. Queen of Swords, that is someone who went through it, basically, who went through struggles, possible trauma here also, and is still standing, and standing so friggin' strong, right? It's someone who turned around past hurts and used them for personal growth, possible spiritual growth here as well, right? Yeah, there's also, with the Queen of Swords, like right now I'm getting, this is always kind of like Queen Elsa kind of a style, you know, where the heart is a bit frozen and then rediscovering yourself though in that and seeing how far that takes you. And then it's always about reevaluating, where am I at? So it's about reflecting, do I like this stance? For a certain time, definitely that was necessary and very good to be in the Queen of Swords. So that's kind of cutthroat. It's kind of really speaking what you think, what's on your mind, and not taking any BS from anybody, right? And that is a good stance, especially when it shows up with this card here, the Nine of Cups. In this particular tarot deck for me is family patterns. So there are some family patterns running, and you really had to make cuts, is what I'm feeling, regarding family, regarding friends, possibly, regarding old patterns that had been outdated, right? So you really had to cut some people loose here in your life. And of course that's painful. We never want to do this, right? Especially when we're talking about family. Who wants to let go of like their loved ones? But in some cases that's very necessary, because it can be really toxic, right? Depending on who we're talking about here, right? But that's how it shows up in your reading. Your next card is the Guide. That is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. That is really patience. You showed so much patience and persistence in the matter, in your own growth process here, in your own spirituality. And I have kind of a conglomerate here of 4 major arcanas. We have the Empress, we have the Fool card, the Guide, and the Moon is your next card out. So there were a lot of things that were being revealed to you through a period of time, and you really had to go through it. Like, there was a lot, and that's in combination with the 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. So you came into knowledge here, into things that you haven't seen before, that you didn't see before. And that can be painful, again, because when we realize, wow, those are the patterns that are running within my family. What do I do about this within myself? How do I want to go about this? And that can be challenging. That can be challenging, but by the looks of it, you really used all the tools that were given to you. You may have acquired new tools here as well, Aquarius, and really gone inside to figure out what it is that was keeping you stuck, and you made it flow again. You made it unstuck again, right? And there's a message coming in for you with the Page of Wands. And as you can see, we're moving really fast through that story here. Really fast. Because usually that would have been like a whole YouTube and then some for the extended. But in this case it isn't, and yours it isn't. So we're moving fast. This is fast movement. And that's exactly what the 8 of Rods are denoting to. So we have the Page of Rods and the 8 of Rods. So really fast movement after some kind of a message. And that message, you may have been waiting on that message. Either you still are currently waiting on someone to just come to you. I'm getting apology type of thing, for someone to apologize to you. Maybe for some of you, somebody from the past, waiting on a message from them, whoever they are. But this is coming in fast. Coming in really fast. But this again is going to put you in a situation where you may feel challenged by that, right? Because again, this has to do with the secrets. So depending on where you are in your journey, it's really like, again, when we're finding out something and that could have been past, then it's kind of, that can be challenging for us. So I feel like I'm repeating myself here, which is also what the message denotes to here, because it's kind of a repetitive thing. So a cycle that kept coming back to you until you kind of were like, all right, I'm going to check in with that. I'm going to see where it is exactly that my blockage is here, possible energetic blockage as well, possible karma that keeps coming back to me. So those past patterns have a habit of really returning to us in the form of different people. And that's kind of what this looks like here to me. And the page is someone who is not just a messenger, but also a rather immature kind of an energy, can be. Right. So someone coming back as a reminder from the past, basically, if that makes any sense. And then your last card here is the King of Pentacles. And this I feel is you, Aries, like really standing strong. And this is someone who has found stability, right? That could be material. Again, we have that in combination with the Empress here, actually. And that has a lot of green. Again, heart chakra. Remember when I said with the Queen of Swords, how Queen Elsa, how the heart is kind of a little bit frozen, and then realizing, wow, all I have to do is like bring in more love. That's what it really is, bring in more love, because that's how you can break even the most stubborn spells, I want to call this here, because sometimes this can actually feel like a spell has been placed upon us, or we can't really get rid of it. But you can, and you do, or you did, depending on your situation. This is heart chakra opening and allowing forgiveness to flow in. And with that, the emotional fulfillment is really flowing through you and to you, right? Because that's what it is. It's flowing through you, and hence it is flowing to you again, right? Because you're switching your stance here. And now they want me to read the second guardian angel card. So we're going to draw another one in your extended Aries. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. All right, wonderful. So we'll take this. We'll draw more cards for you. Probably Wildwood Tarot and a bunch more oracle cards here for you, Aries, to find out how you can help yourself with your situation, possible moving on, possible blockages, and how you can help yourself here, right? So I'll either see you over on Vimeo or Patreon or next time. And also I'm available for private readings if you're interested. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm sending you much love. I hope this was helpful and or insightful. Bye, guys.